Nah, I gotta film this. Cause this boy got me walking all over Brooklyn trying to find his crib. Okay, he's just standing there. He is standing there. People looking at me strange and everything. I saw a dude with the freaking...
Right, you're wearing the right shirt, Spartan Strong. That's what you need right now.
I know, man.
You want to get something? Can
I put
everything.
my bags in there, man?
It's a Spartan race right now.
Spartan race, nothing. Gonna open this gate. Oh my God, man. Got me running all over Brooklyn.
It's a Spartan race right here you're doing. You took the wrong train.
My stomach hurts. I'm sweating. Oh, look at Ronald's little uniform. Where can I drop my bag?
You put it in there.
I put it in there.
Yeah, just in there for this.
Oh, Yanni.
Hey.
What's up, Yanni?
You okay?
He's dying inside.
How many blocks did you walk?
I walked 8 blocks.
I've walked more.
You didn't have do you have this big old bag here? Not me. Okay, I carried this all through Westchester, all through New York City. I mean,
when I go to Dad's house, I usually walk around 20 blocks with a bag heavier than that.
all right. I need y'all to show me some sympathy for just a quick minute.
Okay.
All right. I'll take my sweatshirt off. I'll come back for you.
Okay.
I'll come back for you.
Where'd you go?
You know, y'all ain't showing person no love and nothing.
What you mean? What you want?
Y'all saying I carried more than that.
I said, you wearing that shirt. You got that Spartan Strong shirt.
Yeah, 'cause I thought it'd be an easy day. This is my easy shirt. Easy
Yeah.
going. Alright, we'll be back. You know that boy ain't driving to the airport for your boy.
You can take the local road. They have local roads that take you to the
By the
airport.
time he get there, be like, he might as well get a head start right now.
You can take the nice local road to the airport. Take a nice local road back. Nobody would even notice it.
Go on, man. On the train, man. I forgot how New York City chicks are pretty thick. They pretty thick.
Yeah. It's summertime now.
Pretty. And there's your boy.
It's summertime now.
I know, right? Oh, my stomach hurt.
I didn't know if you wanted actual just stick with Blue Moon or did you want to try
right
anything else? Because you know what? Sometimes I like this. It's just like close to the
Old
sea.
Garden?
Yeah.
No, I was at this place, right? And they serve some sort of Brooklyn chocolate lager over there.
Maybe they might have it here. There's other beer places.
Oh.
But I didn't know which one. Yeah, I come here.
I'll do it.
Whatever you want. I'm good.
I'll get Blue Moon.
Okay. Case of Blue Moon?
Yeah, I'll get a case of Blue Moon.
I want to see which one is better.
You just pick up one after thing?
Yeah, you can make your match.
Oh, alright. I didn't know you could do that.
So you can take 3 if you want, 3 or 3.
All right.
You want to do that?
Yeah, we can.
All right. That's what I'm saying, the hood. Is it on?
Yeah.
The hood, you can do whatever you want.
Mix and match it.
That's why we vote for the right people. We mix it.
Alright, you go get your whole garden.
There's a whole garden.
Gotta take that out.
Alright, so now
Alright.
we got 3.
What type of beer Yanni want?
We'll get her a kids. We'll get her a pina colada. Oh,
Pina colada.
That's what.
See, this is Ron's element. Look at him. He said, "Yo, I could never leave. I could never leave my
And
home."
you can get
Because he wants to just mix and match his beer.
mix and match beer for $13. Where does that happen at?
Okay, they do that at Stop and Shop for 10.
Yeah.
I mean,
Stop.
Stop.
And they don't even have
you know,
that.
you can't get your little ceramic pipes there, though.
Nah.
I'm just saying, like, you know, I'm just.
You can't get the ceramic.
Should I close this up? Bro.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, he might be. Yeah. Yo. Oh. We'll come and get it later.
Alright. The kitty running away from me. The kitty's like, what that no I'm doing here? What y'all playing? Star Wars?
Yeah, I see it's fun.
Yeah, I'm trying it out.
Trying to get good.
It's
Trying
fun.
to get good.
How's the pasta?
Good.
Get a bite.
Smells good.
Okay,
There you
so.
go.
He left.
No, he's here somewhere.
Oh, he ran here?
Woo! Let's look at his promotion. Oh, I won't crack the phone.
Come eat. Enjoy. You've earned it. Oh, no.
Oh, is that my reward for winning the race?
Yeah. You went through a lot for it.
They actually do give you a beer at the end.
They do?
Yeah, you get a little tag. Like let's say if you could get this tag through the whole race and back,
Come back.
we'll give you a free beer
But you can
at the end.
Just a free beer. You better give me everything.
No, that's one of the things they give you when you get through. You get the medal, you get the
I'm like,
banana, you get the shake,
I want
you
a
get
banana.
you get the protein bar. Let me wash my hands. My hands are dirty. I've been touching Subway all day.
Okay. The bathroom
Oh,
right there.
What?
Right in that. Right next
Yeah.
to you know.
I know where it is.
Like the pole, like the back end of it. He'll come and say hi.
Do I pass the test?
I'll let you.
Gotta wait until you eat. Yep.
He says, "Oh, you're cool, but I don't know you." Right, So, this is that's a graphic novel?
Mm-mm. He can you get YouTube on this?
Yeah.
I'm not sure about his episode. Mm-mm.
That's good for now.
No, it's okay.
But while
Yeah,
you're
that's what
watching
it is.
this
That's what it is.
massive video, keep in mind
you done with
that
this?
these videos
Well, yeah, you can sit there.
No, this.
Oh, no, there's still stuff in there.
Overall, you're gonna get the idea very soon, so enjoy.
I still got finished getting the comment.
Metal event.
I gotta finish getting the rest of the novels.
What's wrong with him? Look at. How's he gonna look like that? Dark Knight Metal.
There's a feeling that you get at the beginning of an adventure. You feel it in your veins, the channels. Your heart starts pounding, beating only for discovery. My name is Carter Hall. This is my journal. I've lived many lives, and I will always remember that night as I saw the mighty ship crash, throwing their people in the fourth tribe that no one ever saw. And when they arrived, it brought the age of metal.
Oh,
The
shoot.
Justice League stands for Mongol. Mongol chuckles at the defeated heroes and their various
Get it?
sets of armor. Yeah. Batman is the one to bring it up.
He's like, yeah. It's like, yeah. You better make sure it's dead. Those things can live.
I know.
Doesn't matter.
Yeah, I thought I killed it right there.
Mongol explains that the armor that he has given them is
Like,
weakened.
You need a sledgehammer.
The 1,000 Justice Sons. The Flash's boots are vibranium domination boots from the Dominators. And Wonder Woman is wearing a piece of armor infused with venom of Gorgon to weaken her.
That was
A
funny.
few toys that heroes need to fight for real.
I was like, what the?
The toy man sitting next to Mongol as his prisoner disagrees. And Mongol tells him, it's time to go to war. The
Usually the
giant
cat
robots into
kills him.
battlefield to fight the
Oh.
Lord. Wonder Woman
But
calls
I
out
haven't
formation
seen one in
battle
forever,
weapons.
so.
Aquaman holds back one of the monsters.
Should've
while
called
Cyborg
him.
gets pinned to the ground.
I don't know
Hal
who that
calls
is.
out to Aquaman, telling him, "Help me get this
No,
going."
they're like, what are you paying
Hole
for?
inside
I said,
the
why are we
power
paying you?
power. And Aquaman tells him he can't help him. The sleeves that he's wearing are made up of the fire.
I know.
Someone treated with
It's
the
not
five
fair.
divine metals.
Now, my
Metals
Game of
all
Thrones theory
periodic
is
tables.
that-
In my charts, I found another name: Wagon. which translates into Wayne.
Arya will
You're the
probably
one who will let the demon in.
kill
Superman
Daenerys.
stops her.
You think so?
There
If
is a
not,
being as old as the universe has been targeting
Sansa
Batman
somehow
for
will.
thousands of years from a dark multiverse.
And then
Kendra pulls a gun on Batman. I'm
John's
sorry,
gonna
I've
fight
been
Grey
following
Worm.
Carter's trail ever since he vanished.
And then,
now that Challenger's Mountain has appeared on your
I think
home turf,
Tyrion will
it's
take
time
the
to
throne.
act. But that's
Or
You
Sansa
open the door.
with Tyrion will
He
take the
breaks out
throne.
of his tomb and he begins to attack.
I
warned you. He's coming for all of us. He then begins to tangle with everyone, and Kendra calls out, "Where's the nth metal?" And on the other side of
think,
the island, Batman is riding a dinosaur trying to get away. Alfred, you know what he came for. But the
Riding a
I never thought
dinosaur.
about
we
that.
covered in the casting of the Forge.
Arya and Tyrion
Yeah.
taking the throne.
No, Sansa, I mean.
Sansa.
Because Sansa's just sitting in Winterfell doing nothing.
She wanted to
How
be
would I
queen.
if I'm wrong?
Yeah.
The dark is a
And John don't want the throne. He already said that.
He
just wants to be king of it. Oh, there they are.
Something to tear a hole in reality. And then as dark energy pours into this world, the visions will start. Visions to those attuned to the power of the nth metal. A glimpse of what is coming, a dark army already on its way here. On its way to find the one Barbados has been after all of these years. The wagon for the dark-horned god. The son of the House of Wayne. In the Batcave, Batman is looking over the medals while Alfred begs for him to tell the League what he knows. And if Wayne is prepared by the Judas tribe, and
We'll
the
be
agents
looking
of
it up.
Barbados have set into motion his
I
coming,
thought that was
then
One
there will
Punch
be
Man.
no running
Yo,
back.
you need to
No
watch
running
Baki
back.
on Netflix.
Barbados
I haven't
is
watched it yet.
It's really good. You will like it. Oh my god. If you like Street Fighter and anime,
That's what it is?
it's basically Dragon Ball Z without all the lasers and stuff. It's really good.
I just finished Gold Geass.
It will make its
Again.
presence known when it feels the
It's
dark
on Netflix.
And I leave this
It's-
for you to tell you
I mean,
I'm sorry for everything that's coming.
I don't know. It's crazy. You'll like it. I know you'll like it. Yeah, put it on your list. Put it on your list.
It's just there.
Yeah.
All I do is press the buttons. Like,
Yes, Batman is true. And the nightmare has only begun.
I watch
The
that.
world is set on a mission to find Batman. He's missing with the metal and he's trying to solve this.
I know.
How do
He's
we
like,
stop it, Bruce? I don't think we
Yeah,
can.
see,
It's happening now in Metropolis.
Yeah,
all
he,
over the
like,
world.
jumped
Metal's
on the
based on
chair.
the Judas tribe. The conductors are screaming out that the virus is coming. There has to
it.
be another
Oh,
way.
yeah.
And then he realizes something. And he punches a hole in Batman's chest. Batman turns back into Clayface. Superman is holding a
hurt
tray.
right now.
One that is displaying Batman's heartbeat live. Superman hears it and he tells Wonder Woman. Batman is scared. Meanwhile, in the Valley of the Kings, Batman is there with a little baby Darkseid.
Okay, I'm closing
Darkseid
the
wore in a
windows.
pouch. The person who came to him has led him.
Yeah, I had
As he
those,
vanishes, he tells
logs
Batman,
in my
when he
house, too.
fails, the
Yeah.
Dark Army will arrive.
I'm like
And if that
I'm like
happens,
streaming
go
and
to the
stuff.
place of Black
And
Sun
those things
and follow
flying,
him.
buzzing around my face. I'm like, come on.
Tell me if what I'm doing is the right answer. But instead
And
of
as soon as I kill like maybe
Superman
2,
and Wonder
3 of
Woman
them,
there.
another one shows up.
Yeah.
I'm
closing
Damn.
the window. Because I have a window open in the back.
Darkseid once sent me back in time, and that's where
No,
Barbados
it's
saw me
like-
for the first time. So I got Hawkman's mace, the only weapon to ever defeat him.
Oh, you'll like
To be
this.
Stuck with the last of the metal, because it is here in these two that Batmanium lives. It pours out of his eyes and it begins to code Batman. Dark sadistic chanting begins as the court of the elves cries out, "Hail Barbados! He'll reward us! He'll chain the world and we shall rule them!" And the first thing that they see
They got zombie Robins.
But dark and twisted Robins, all pale and biting into the members of the Court of the Owls to eat them and chew on their insides. They chant, "Crow, crow, crow, crow!" And Superman and Wonder Woman look up to see
You
Batman
want Bruce
speak and
Wayne?
ask the people, "Where is Bruce?"
Look at
What
his
did
run.
you do to him?
Where's Brucey?
Dark voice, one of horror and nightmares responds, "You want Bruce Wayne? Look
Look.
around."
The different versions of Batman.
Dark multiverse.
Look at Ron.
Oh, that's crazy.
The Merciless, the Red
Look at
Death,
the-
the
look at
Murder Machine, the Dawnbreaker, the Devastator, and the Batman who laughed. And as they all walk out, baby Darkseid looks up and points.
Oh, shoot. Looks
So-
like Walking Dead ones.
Yeah.
Stop me if you
So these are the different origin stories of each of those Batmen.
worlds will die. But imagine that to this person. This is bigger than both of us. We have to do something before it's too late. The person he's talking to is someone desperate. Batman. And he has each of the rogue's tools, the cold gun, the weather wizard wand, the heat gun, and the mirror gun, all at his side. As usual. You're late, Flash. It's time for you to let someone else have the Speed Force. Batman, I told you I won't give you the Speed Force. I've lost people I love too, but Batman raises the cold glasses. Then you should understand. If you don't help me willingly, I'll make you. Flash begins to charge up his Speed Force. You know the things I've done. The mistakes that I've made with these powers in the past. It's impossible to be everywhere at once. Batman looks back at him. Unlike you, I tried to be, and it cost me my family. And that's when we see a flashback of a graveyard of the Bat family dead. Flash runs up to him, so Batman leaps out of the way, going through a mirror with the Mirror Master gun to dodge him. Why do you think you're going to succeed with the Rogue's weapons when they couldn't, Batman? And the Batmobile comes crashing through the wall. You're right. My toys are better. I didn't have to come to this, Flash. I asked for your help and you rejected me. If our roles were flipped, I would have used every tool at my disposal to get you what you needed. Metallic batarangs go flying through the air and the Flash dodges, telling him, I said no because your plans for the Speed Force are a dark path. I can see you hurting and desperate. Bullets begin to fly as the Flash continues to dodge. After my parents were murdered, I traveled the world to learn everything about science, martial arts, and the supernatural to become Batman, but it wasn't enough. Not for Jason, Tim, Dick, and Damian. Gotham did what it always does. It takes and takes and takes. I need to find a way to stay one step ahead. Batman gets out of the Batmobile, throwing a gas grenade at the ground, and with each day, I feel myself getting older and slower. I am the Speed Force Flash. Flash throws a lightning bolt into the gas, hitting Batman with all of it. He then stands over the fallen and defeated Batman. I'm sorry for what happened to your family. I am. But it won't end there. We have to figure out how to save everyone. Together. Batman tries to collect himself. You're right. You're a good friend, Flash. I can always count on you. Your compassion. He turns and freezes the Flash's leg in place, and then with one punch, he knocks him out. The Flash wakes up with his mask torn, asking, where am I? And then he realizes what Batman has done. He has chained the Flash to the front of the Batmobile, and he's running at top speed as the Flash calls out, what are you doing? Batman explains, I studied your design for the Cosmic Treadmill and I repurposed its engine to let me harness your connection to the Speed Force. I'm going to race into it and steal your connection. The Flash looks back, trying to turn his head with the chains holding him in place. Bruce, don't! The mistake I made when I vowed to my parents that I would save Gotham is that I was thinking too small.
It's like crazy.
This is crazy.
Fell to the floor and it roars as they begin to see the wall of the Speed Force breaking. Flash screams out, you can't access the Speed Force this way! You can't force it! It's going to rip us both apart! The lightning courses in front of them exploding.
Why is he looking
away?
away?
The rain begins to happen. I know, Barry. No! I'm sorry. Please, Bruce! But now we can save the world. Bruce! And their faces begin to tear apart as Bruce tells him, together. Flash looks back at him with nothing more than a skull. You can't give up like this, Bruce. There's hope, Bruce. There's always
a skull.
With that, they're both torn to pieces.
Oh,
Across
yeah.
Gotham City, every room in Batman's gallery is suddenly and quickly torn apart and killed. Because no longer is there Batman. No longer is there Flash. There is something else. And as he kills every villain at a speed unheard of in Gotham, he tells himself, and himself, my name is Bruce Wayne. But there's another voice in his head. No, Bruce, don't kill! I'm vengeance. Stop this, Bruce! I am justice. Stop this, Bruce! Don't! I am Batman. Red Death. Please, Bruce, stop!
Red
Before I
Death.
used to spend so much time alone on the rooftops, swirling out my actions, but now I don't have to think twice about the Speed Force. It released me. I have saved Gotham, and now I will save
Red
the
Force.
I
Red Death?
Yeah.
But the whole time, the voice in the background
you
behind Flash, the symbol of Dr. Fate appears and he grabs and pulls
It's
Flash
sure,
back.
you got brownies in the back.
Yeah.
Go ahead and run, Flash. It won't save you. I'm going to turn your city into
Get ready to watch the game.
The city begins to
yeah, okay.
turn red and change.
What is it?
And as the very
I'm
inside
gonna watch
of Bruce
it. Oh, what's-
shouts,
Who's
no!
playing?
Bruce tells him,
What is it,
"You will become my
Golden
God."
State and...
Let me tell you this.
Oh, no.
All it takes is one bad day. One moment that should never have happened. The ground beneath is just a puddle, and trust me, I know firsthand.
Oh, get it.
All of us do. In one bad week,
Nah,
it could
still
kill
more.
the multiverse.
Murder machine.
On Earth Zero, the first world of the multiverse, there's a ringing going off, and Cyborg asks his father, "What's that ring?" Silas Stone, Cyborg's father, explains
I'm good.
that the
I'm good.
alarms going off in Star Labs. They go off.
Oh, there's more than another
Cyborg tells
box.
his father that he has to get out of Star Labs. Right now, something serious has happened. Some kind of invasion. Cities are falling. And Silas tells his son, that's exactly why I'm staying here, to figure it all out. It's about that metal, right? The one that you put in.
Yeah, I ain't going down there.
On Earth, negative 40.
Yeah, no, I like it down there.
Alfred was captured by some of the worst villains in the DC universe. Two-Face asked him
This
where
one
Batman
creeped me
was, and
out.
Alfred asked him, who was
This one
Batman?
creeped me out. This
There
one.
must be another way I can be of service. The villains laughed as Alfred was lifted into the air and had his back broken by Bane.
Oh,
That
shit.
laughter echoed in Batman's head as he watched the video over and over. Because this is how Alfred died. Clark walked up behind Bruce, telling him, "Watching the death of the man that was your father isn't healthy." And Bruce turns to him. "I'll tell you what isn't healthy, Clark. It's not healthy to stand here, knowing that the man who raised me like a father is upstairs in a casket with 36 broken bones. That we couldn't even have an open casket because he was beaten to a pulp. 6 feet from where we're standing, pleading to just let him leave, let him live. His death, it wasn't fast." Back at the Batcave, Cyborg asked Bruce what was going on, and the data versions repeated in the Bat computer. "Ring the bell, sir. Let me in." Bruce explained that the data Alfred was trying to protect him. It was trying to take away everything that hurt him and systematically murder every single inmate of Arkham. Cyborg tells him, "The point of this was to make an AI that would stitch you up and make you dinner. We have to turn this off." "I agree, Cyborg. He's doing this to protect me. If I just let him into the Batcave, I can reprogram him." "No, Bruce, you can't. This is a hungry virus looking to spread and feed." Bruce looks up. "I already lost him once, Vic. I can make him better. I can keep him. Look, Bruce, I'm gonna figure out a way to break through. Whatever you do, don't let him in. Do not let the Alfred protocol into the Bat computer." And as he walked out of the cave, Bruce could hear the virus asking him, "Let me in, sir. Ring the bell. Let me help you, sir." Back on Earth Zero, Batman, now patched into the entire Watchtower system, explained,
"You were wrong, Vic. The best thing that I ever did was let him in. I still remember my fear when they surrounded me. I realized my plan wasn't going to work. I would not be able to reprogram them in time. They grabbed me, spread throughout my body, and I screamed in fear. That was the first thing that my father fixed.
I know.
He took my fear away, and then my sadness, and then my weak human flesh. He rebuilt me."
And using the villain's monologue, Cyborg leaps up, blasting the Data Alfred in the face. And as he drops Data Alfred, he tells Batman, "I've been outmaneuvering every attempt you've made to enter our computers in the last few minutes. You aren't getting into the Watchtower. I built this. If anything, you've opened yourself up to me." And the Batman. We see that he flew through the building, pointing his ring at them, and then he initiated something that we had never seen before. And he told the ring to initiate blackout. All around, the void exited Bruce, as it was inside of him all along, and everything went into the darkness, except his eyes and the ring. The villains did nothing but scream in terror, and as Bruce said, in the darkness, he wasn't alone anymore. As for the Penguin, he took him into space, and he left him there to be tore apart by comets. And then he looked up at him. Just look up.
How you get tore
See
apart
that?
by comments?
It's his spleen and his brains.
Yeah.
Lantern, this has to stop. This isn't justice. I don't care what you do to me. Someone has to stand up for what's right. What you did to Detective Bullock, God help him. I know you're hurting, but Bruce summons a giant Green Lantern as he tells Jim, "You don't know me. I'm not an idiot. A couple of years ago, 3 dead in Crime Alley. Aren't you tired of feelings like this?" Bruce, shut up. You have a daughter, right? Sad she'll have to grow up without a dad. And Bruce turns around blasting Jim Gordon with the ring, killing him. At that moment, he gets a warning. The entire Green Lantern Corps is coming to town, and he sees them, and he realizes that there are a lot of Green Lanterns out there. And he turns to his ring, and he simply says, "Ring?" It responds by initializing blackout. And all around the Lantern Corps, creatures of darkness and terror appear. They develop and surround the Corps, and he tells them, "I have friends too. I made them in the dark." The Corps is decimated instantly, most of them being killed. But one Guardian survived, and he pulled himself towards Bruce, telling him, "Stop. The darkness, it destroys everything." And in response, Bruce tore his head off his head. Remembered how he felt. Vulnerable, helpless, alone. He missed them, and he couldn't take it anymore. He didn't want to be Bruce Wayne. He didn't want to be the Green Lantern. He wanted to be something more. Something of the darkness. The Dawnbreaker. With the darkness black, I choke the light. No brightest day escapes my sight. I turn the dawn into midnight. Beware my power, Dawnbreaker's might. Through the now swallowed up Amnesty Bay, looking at the damage that she has done. This is the place that will pay for the loss of her world. One where the have-nots take from the haves. Because as she states,
"My name is Bryce Wayne, and I'm here to take it. Payment in full."
as she walks through the town city, she sees the protectors of this city, Aquaman and Mara. She notices right away the differences in this world. The fact that the roles are gender swapped, meaning that her Aqua Woman is an Aquaman here. Aquaman jumps off a shark, lunging at Bryce, and she quickly dodges out of the way, calling him slow and weak. She then throws him back as Mara approaches her and begins to use her Aqua telekinesis, except Bryce takes control of the water, reversing her abilities on herself.
"My water, my rules."
Aquaman comes up from behind with his trident ready to plunge into Bryce's back, and as she sees the determination in his eyes, she thinks back to how she got here. What turned Bryce Wayne into this monster? It was on Earth, -11. 18 months after Bryce had hunted down the murderer of her love and ended the rogue menace. That was when Aqua Woman stood with an army of Atlanteans and attacked. She claimed to have come in peace, but Bryce knew better. They were more rogue metas, a threat to everything that they hold dear. And so she attacked them. She didn't trust them. Her gut was always correct. The Atlanteans were vicious, and therefore Bryce brought the rage to them. She ran Aqua Woman's trident through her own gut to tear out her own innards. But that didn't stop them. The Atlanteans saw this as an act of war, and they pushed on, invading and flooding whole areas of the seaboard towns. They drowned Gotham, so Bryce used her knowledge and abilities to merge her DNA with Atlantean DNA. She needed to bring the fight to them, breathe underwater, grow stronger, control it, and then she created an army. She called them Dead Water, all so that she could win this war.
And thanks to me,
Water, I like
we
that.
did. The price was
That's
a
a really
new way
cool
of
name.
life for the victors, a drowned world. So I lit a lamp to shine across the darkness of the deep, a light to signal hope and victory. In one night, that signal fell dark. When I went to repair it, he was waiting for me, the one who laughs.
You don't trust anything, do you, Bryce? Nothing at all. This world is done because of it.
He was right. I never trust anyone or anything, but I trusted him.
But it's not really your fault. It's the light you see, the light up there. So the Batman who laughs showed Bryce the upper worlds, the worlds of light and how
My Amnesty Bay begins here. I light my signal, my light, to show this world my intent. I'm going to drown it all, this whole world!
and the battle armor from the gods. He looks upon this world's generals and he remembers what he lost in his world, and that he is here to claim this one. Look at them, playing war. Me, I've lived practically my whole life in it. I was only 8 years old when my war began, with a shot
man.
fired into a Gotham City alley. It began with an oath to myself that what happened to me would never happen again. An
It's so
oath that I
funny
would
when you
wage
hear
my
that story
justice
every
with
time.
the Lord of mercy
Niggas are
upon
all
my
Bruce
enemy.
Wayne.
What a fool I was back then. Everyone opens fire on the merciless, but it just bounces off of his armor as he cares not for the weapons of men.
You always cannot
He
hurt
continues
me.
to self-reflection, though. Their eyes shine with fervor and fear. They have a mission, a duty, just as I did years ago. I will show them the truth! And with that thought, he cuts into the ground in front of them, and the soldiers call out that it burns. Hearing them screams, I cannot help but think of my old rules. My code happened overnight. Ares forged a new helmet that magnified his powers 100-fold. It took us 2 years to get to the front line, and we vowed that we would kill Ares. Destroy the helmet! We never expected to win, but we did at the cost of Diana's life. Batman looked at Ares in his memories without his helmet. Ares, you're gonna pay for what you've done! And with the fire of war in his eyes, Ares looks back at Batman. Enlighten me! The fields of fire are littered with dead. All have fallen. Who are you to challenge the god of war? Batman's hand reached back, and the very helmet that gave Ares his power was sitting there, right there on the ground. Diana warned me of its power, its ability to corrupt. But at that moment, I saw it. I saw the possibility if I took the helmet. I could wield his power mercifully, with restraint. For the first time in history, war would just be fair. With the codes and the rules, I would reshape war. Back in the current day Earth Zero, they're preparing to drop the bomb. Wallace, Trevor, Foes, everyone in the war room is arguing over what they should do. Take out the whole city, spare everyone, kill the Merciless, or allow him to take them prisoner. And the Merciless just looks on. I stare at these so-called warriors in the war room. They fight like dogs because they can't protect themselves from my presence. You expect too much from them, Diana. You would expect them to band together.
Oh, shit, he's got his head.
The months that followed your death.
Hey, you
Killing
can just
those
walk
that I
around
showed
people's
mercy
heads.
to.
Yeah, you can just do that. It's not a
I
problem.
would say that I was purified, that my illusions
Oh,
were
that's
finally,
funny.
rightfully stripped away with the helmet. My whole life I've been afraid of doing what I knew.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
You're
know.
playing the game right. But the
What
rules
does it say? How did this
How to
shit
destroy the,
work?
I guess the multiverse or
You're
something.
never going to see the end of your glorious war. You'll never be able to build a final world from the ash, or prove to Diana in the end that this scorched path was right. In a matter of minutes, this world will cease to exist, and if not for all of the explosions, you would have already felt its tremors. You lie! That helmet of yours let you peer into the hearts of man. Now, I might not have a heart, but But you can sense who I am, can't you? You know that this isn't a trick. You know that I speak the truth. And you know that I wouldn't be here if I didn't have an offer to make. Your warrior is over, but a greater war is on the horizon. You've lost so much, Bruce, to prove your way was right. So let's prove it to everyone moment as no one knew
the Joker virus?
happened. Was it a solar storm that altered Superman's mind? Was it Darkseid or Mr. Mind or a new type of kryptonite? Something turned him against everyone. The superheroes spent weeks trying to find the answers because they knew in their hearts that this destructive force that was killing everyone couldn't be Superman. He was the best hope. He was the best of them. He would never tear down buildings with his bare hands for sport. They tried and they tried to save Superman, and it wasn't until he killed his own wife and child that Batman finally realized they had to stop Superman. As he stood over Batman with the kryptonite spear laying nearby and blood coming out of his mouth, he looked at him. I never understood how the other Leaguers would stand in the shadows talking about how you could beat me, Bruce. I could split you in half. I could freeze you with a breath. I could break every bone in your body. And what do you have?
Oh my God.
A spear? Do you understand how weak you all are to me? Yes, damn it, I do. And now, you won't hurt me again. It was at that moment that Batman injected himself with a doomsday virus, changing himself into the one being that could kill Superman. He worried that he would stop in the end, that he wouldn't kill Superman because they were friends. But as the bone armor formed around him, his heart hardened, and it felt great to pummel the Man of Steel. He breathed kryptonite gas into Superman's mouth, and the bone shards all jutted out of his body, killing him. The kicker is that he could have used this virus to save the whole world, give it to everyone to protect them from Superman, but in the end, it was too late. Most of the world was dead and gone. And that's when a certain other evil Batman arrived. The Batman who laughed. There's something so satisfying in hearing that particular death battle, isn't there? I think we all know a few ways to bring the big blue Boy Scout down, but we never really think that we'll have to use them until it's too late. You're from a broken planet that was never meant to be, but I want to give you a second chance. This whole place, it's going to crumble away into cosmic nothing in the next few minutes. What if I told you that there's a world where everyone still loves and trusts Superman? Where they think that he's going to save the day no matter what happens. But what if I said to you, the great big plan meant showing everyone what he really is? Back on Earth Zero in the current day, the Doomsday virus is beginning to jump from person to person in Metropolis. Then Supergirl, Superwoman, and Guardian all arrive. Supergirl looks at this Doomsday Batman telling him, I don't know what you are, but you're in Superman territory. He responds by throwing Supergirl into Superwoman and the battle begins, but Lois takes this chance to run back to her apartment that her, Clark, and John all live in. She has a son to think about. She shows up with a hoodie to hide her face as she is changing into a Doomsday Lois, and she sees him watching the battle with the Super Family and Doomsday. But before he can jump in, she tells him to go into the room in the back. It's their panic room, and it will seal so tight that Superman himself can't even get in. And then she locks herself on the outside. All of Metropolis is turning into Doomsday.
It is crazy.
So is she.
Really crazy.
Superman will hurt no one again. And so this brings us back to the Fortress of Solitude, where Devastator has destroyed everyone protecting it, and he's walked in. He picks up the tuning fork, jumping into the sky, moving into Gotham, where the next stage of our battle's plan can begin. The very foundation of reality is about to be torn asunder and be broken. Because of the Dark Knight's world of doom.
Okay.
So should this world. It should be broken. Out in the dark multiverse sits a man falling into a vat of chemicals. He then finds himself as Alan Wayne,
Fair
who
enough.
in the city of Gotham as a Talon from the Court of the Owls stabs him. He then runs out into the street in a robe,
Bug.
crying out that he is Bruce Wayne. He
No,
flies
don't get me
crime
wrong,
with
I ain't no
Superman.
fan of him
He
either.
falls into an open manhole cover as the descent into madness.
Talking
about the
continues.
cockroach
He finds
thing.
himself in space, and then he breaks
I
out of the
don't.
space station that he's in with Harley Quinn as his granddaughter tells him, Grandpa, you're messing up the story. Batman begins to realize what's going on. Like hell, I'm getting out of here. And he finds himself in the
Yo.
original
Buy,
story
like,
again.
Sprite or
I'm
something?
Batman, and I
Yeah, but
lost
they
my
come
mind.
back every
I
year.
always
It's
will
nothing.
this time.
Every
I
year?
will find
Yeah,
my way
yeah,
out.
they're-
And
it's
his
like
granddaughter
life.
shouts, No!
It's like
He
life.
finds themselves back in the study with the elderly Bruce Wayne and his granddaughter
you
Janet.
kill him?
Don't change it, Grandpa. It's too scary that way.
They don't have
I
to
don't
be
want you
half-life.
to. He has to
You
change.
don't
I
have
have
to
to
be
get to the end.
half-life.
You see
And
him
the
outside,
granddaughter
you
grabs
see
the
him
book.
fucking-
I'll show you the
Yeah, you
goddamn
can always see him
end. She
outside.
tears the book out of his hands, jumping to the
Actually.
ceiling with red eyes and long twisted
Yeah,
limbs.
no one's
Batman
so
calls
seeing him
out, Come
outside.
down and face me. Behind it all, Bruce. Look behind it. Don't you see? I see nothing. I know what you see. Behind it all, you see dark birds and bats working together to shape you from your first kiss. Beyond it all,
I'm
you see
guessing
worlds
we
where
go
you fail
downstairs
fighting
now.
as you do now. Fail
I mean,
for
come
doing
back
more.
whenever.
Fail for doing less. You see the dogs in last case. Batman looks around the room until he finds himself in the window. Their eyes open, they awaken. Once the heroes have a clear mind, they all begin to battle against the Dark Knights. And Slade Wilson, Deathstroke, tells everyone, you know, this is kind of pointless since we have no metal. Mr. Terrific shouts to Plastic Man, telling him, I know you can hear me. Now is the time. I know you're afraid that you're going to lose control, but we need your help. Form a dinosaur, a bulldozer, or a damn shark. Anything. Plastic Man's egg begins to shake, and he says, okay, Dr. Hills, Powell vows all of the above. Just then, Plastic Man breaks out of his egg, and he begins to tower over the darkness.
Yeah, the weirdo Batman's to the rescue.
Carter Hall is stunned. Diana looks at the molten lava surrounding Carter and tells Kendra that she knows what needs to be done. Hold tight to the lasso. It slithers up, hitting her with a breath attack, knocking her down. However, just then the forge begins to shine. And some of the Dark Knights tell Barbados that the forge is lit. Barbados shouts, let it light.
Sorry.
They are in my realm. Who is foolish enough to believe that they can win? Diana calls back.
I can't help. I have limits, man. Certain times I can hold on.
Well, no. No, you've always been like that.
Yeah,
But now you get older.
I can't hang. No, you know what? I can hang if I'm like outside.
Yeah.
If you're moving around, but once you get
Right.
relaxed,
Yeah.
yeah.
I'm in here. This is like perfect. We ate. You know, we got beer. And you know, we ain't gotta do nothing. This is perfect for me. I can go make my bed and just sleep.
But as Superman speaks, a Joker dragon tries to bite down on Batman. So he punches it in the nose, climbing on the back of it, telling Superman, I got it. Once Batman is high enough,
How's he
riding the
gonna-
Joker dragon, he calls out to Aquaman and Hal Jordan. And as he does, the light shines in Batman's hand as he starts to forge 2 batarangs of the 10th.
Cat's falling out too. I see him.
Yeah. He's usually up all night though. Like he has to go, or you gotta close the door once he's like, he's up. Right, Blue?
Batman throws the batarangs, they land on Arthur and Hal's chest, and then they stand up wearing a suit of 10th metal armor. Barbados watches as the heroes begin to fight back, readying himself with another
This is like their end game
I know.
battle.
No! His massive body rises out of the pit and he swings his hammer, cracking Barbados in the chest. While Carter and Barbados fight.
Traitor!
And tells him to enact the final plan. The Batman laughs because they're pulling a leather strap, stating, yes, my lord. The plan all begins with the Overmonitor. The Overmonitor, the man who is banished, and all of the origin stories of the Dark Knights. The one that the Batman who laughs was talking to. Begins to ask, why are you doing this? And the Batman who laughs tells him, we're going to destroy everything. The idea is by using positive energy, which is you. Negative
Look at the
energy, which is
cutie.
anti-monitors, astral brain, and dark
Kitty!
myself. We're going to blow apart the realm. And that's when a voice calls out to the Batman who laughs, and Batman asks, do you know this a Batcave? The Batman who laughs
Ow.
smiles, says,
Ow.
you know this normal.
Oh, he's clawing you or something?
Yeah.
So it's just the 2 of us and my sons. The Batman who laughs Robins all begin to run towards Batman, shouting, Crow, Crow, Crow! And Batman drops a smoke bomb as he jumps over them. And that's when the Batman who laughs and Batman himself start to take shots at one another. Each of them cracking each other across the face. And just as Batman is about to deliver the final blow, there's a gunshot in his stomach. He falls to his knees, and the Batman who laughs says, this was the same gun that killed our parents. I'd like to keep it as a reminder. But the Batman who laughs then begins to slowly take aim at Bruce Wayne's head. And as he pulls the hammer back on the gun, Bruce tells him, just fire the damn gun. The Batman who laughs tells him, oh, I will. But that's when there's another gunshot. Except the Batman who laughs suddenly has a flag sticking out of his back with the word bang on it. He reaches to pull the flag out, and
The Joker.
you know, you're more like the Batman who talks. But still, this Batcave is better. The Batman who laughs pulls out his weapon, telling him, so we're gonna have an old-fashioned 3-way fight. The Joker says, not exactly. So, partners and bats. Bruce pulls out 3 batarangs, telling him, I'm going for the legs. And the Joker pulls out a batarang axe, telling him, that I'm gonna take the face. Together, Bruce and the Joker begin to take down the Batman who laughs, and as this is happening, Bruce looks over and tells the Joker, let's be very clear about this. We will never speak of it. The Batman Who Laughs managed to push Bruce and Joker back enough to try and run to his destruction device, but the Joker throws one of his axes, cutting the Batman Who Laughs arm, and it lands in the lever. Bruce runs over, grabbing the Batman Who Laughs, and as the Batman Who Laughs reaches out for the lever, the Joker swings with another axe, cutting off his fingers. The Batman Who Laughs pauses for a moment and begins laughing. And he makes a break for the device again. Back outside, the heroes fight through Barbados' armies. However, Barbados himself stands above a defeated Carter, holding his hammer.
Yeah.
Barbados gets ready to lift the hammer up, and as ever
Go grab your stuff. So,
Alright.
so I don't know. What's too crazy?
Yeah.
Challenger's medal stands where it belongs, in the heart of the riots. Barbados is trapped in chains forged by the Overmonitor himself at the bottom of the dark waters. Forced to watch the world forge burn bright. Seeing them all here
Yeah.
now, just wanted to say
Blowing up this. Oh no, it's not that late. It's like 10:30.
that you wanted
No, I was about to say it's getting blown up this late, but it's not that late.
Who, me?
Yeah, you.
Yeah, I know. I look at
Yo, Ryan, come out.
Nah, this is a group chat. Like, people are answering on late.
Eh.
This like, what we were chatting about was like 10 a.m. And they're like, all of a sudden now responding to all the messages.